Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Stretford. How you're doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. Hope everyone's doing well. Long time no speak. It is Chatterbox. It's been a while, hasn't it? Merry Christmas, everyone who's joining me for the first time today. Hope everyone had a fantastic festivities and everyone didn't go overboard. Of course, you know what? It is match day today. We need to get ourselves prepared, isn't it, for the big game against Wolves tonight. I haven't been keeping up to date with Manchester City at the moment. And to be honest with you, I couldn't care less, because one thing I would say is that if we were winning every single week, if we were doing the business, I would be a little bit more happy and a little bit more giddy in the fact that Man City are doing badly. But we need to look after ourselves. We don't need to put any juju on Manchester United, of course, because we need to win the game ourselves and do the business ourselves. That's what we need to do. That's what winners do. We do not look at other teams. We look at ourselves and we carry on. And that's how we're supposed to be as Man United fans. Tonight, we are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course. Home to one of the best comebacks in Eric Ten Hag's tenure, of course. It wasn't really a comeback, but it was a last-minute win, wasn't it, against Wolverhampton Wanderers last year. Now, look, I'm looking forward to the game. I think it'll be a tricky game. Wolves, of course, they may have the new manager bounce, so we're going to have to be very wary about that new manager bounce, ain't we? Sadly, every single time Man United seem to play a new team seems to have a manager bounce. That's what happens at Man United. They seem to sack the managers just before they play Manchester United, of course. So, we're going to have to be very wary and very, on our toes in this game, because obviously, we do know that Wolves have a few good players there. Some players that wouldn't mind at Man United, couldn't you? One of them, of course, guys, has been heavily linked with Manchester United. Nori, who's been heavily linked to Man United on that left side as well. So there are a lot of players in that Wolverhampton Wanderers team, that quite a few, that we wouldn't mind in our team. So we're going to have to be very ready for this game. We're going to have to be prepared for this game. And we're going to have to make sure we don't make any mistakes or slip-ups, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, if you're new. And please don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you, everyone who's joined me today. Let's have a look at the people who's joined me today. Big up UK Rap, big up Sal, big up UK Rap, the legend UK Rap. I hope you're doing well. Big up Jim. Good afternoon, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing good. Merry Christmas, Stephanie. Hope you're doing well. Good afternoon. Good Merry Christmas to the Chatterboxers. We're counting down to the new year. What is your New Year's resolution, guys? Let me know what your New Year's resolution is. Let's do this, guys. Absolutely. No more excuses. Exactly, Stephanie. The thing is, we're looking at City and we're not looking at ourselves. Where we are at the moment is not where we should be. We should be further up that table, guys. And you know what? We need to concentrate on ourselves and make sure we do the business, of course, guys. That is what it is all about, guys. That is what Man United should be about, guys. So I'm going to be doing a lot of things today. Obviously, we got the watch along tonight, of course. So basically, you know what? It'll be a shorter show, but I wanna get you guys' opinion about the football team, about the lineup that we should be playing tonight, and I'm gonna get you guys involved. So you know what? Buckle up, guys. It is all about you and what your opinions are in regards to the lineup, of course, guys. So let's get straight into it. Now, look, you know what? It could be the obvious. He might just pick a team that we expect to pick. But let's get into it, guys. I'm going to get right into it in regards to the lineup, but I want you guys to get involved with me. So I want you guys to let me know, what players would you pick tonight for Man United against, obviously, Manchester City, of course, guys. So not Manchester City, sorry, Wolverhampton Wanderers. God forbid, it isn't Manchester City, of course, guys. It is, of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. So let's have a look. Let me just set this up for you. So we are a 4-2-3-1. So we go down here. 4. Where's the 4-2-3-1? If there is. No, it's a 3-4-2-1. There we go. Here we go. We're on this, guys. So let's do this. And let me just put this up. Lineup builder. Share this, of course. And here we are, live in the flesh, guys. Absolutely. So this is the team. Obviously, we ain't got the team yet, but so this is basically the formation that we'll be playing tonight, of course. Of course, it is the 3-4-2-1. Now, I want to know you guys' opinion about the side that should be playing tonight, of course. Obviously, I want to know, because we don't all have the same opinions, of course. It's all good to have different opinions in regards to the lineup, etc., of course, guys. That is what's most important. So Look, the left-sided centre-back, guys. Right, you know what? I'm going to start with the left-sided centre-back. Who do you think? Stephanie, 28 likes. Let's get this in, guys. Let's get this in. 28 likes, guys. Let's do this, Jim. So I'm feeling a bit sick tonight with fever and cough, struggling a bit. Not also mentioned the kickoffs at 3:30 a.m. We're trying to watch sick. Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas to you, Jim. I think it's going around all around the world. I think it is going around. I think a lot of people are picking up the little bug. I mean, I am not. I'm feeling kind of a little bit a bit, you know, a bit under the weather, a little bit. My wife is as well. So, you know what? I think it is one of those things that are going around the world at that time of year, of course. Those things that they throw in the air, whatever they do, isn't it? At the end of the day. But you know what, guys, let's cheer ourselves up. Let's pick the Man United team for tonight, guys. If only we could pick the Man United team for tonight. That would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? At the end of the day, guys, it would, wouldn't it? At the end of the day. So let's go with the left-sided centre-back. So the left-sided centre-back for me. You know what? It's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be Lisandro Martinez. It has to be, guys. Who else is it going to be, guys? Who else is it going to be? Is it? I mean, you tell me, guys. You tell me. Who else is it going to be? I say Lisandro Martinez, guys. Would you deny that? I don't think you can deny that. You cannot deny that. Absolutely, guys. So I'm going with Lisandro Martinez as the left-sided centre-back. I think it is obvious, isn't it? He's going to be picked. I do believe that De Ligt will be walking straight back into that team, guys. Unless you disagree with me, I do think that Matthias De Ligt will walk back into the side, guys. I do feel that. I think he will walk back into the side as the centre back. Now, here's where the controversy starts: is who plays on that right side? Who plays on that centre back right side, guys? Who should be on that right side? I mean, I hear you scream. It should be Maguire. It should be Euro. Who should it be, guys? Now, no, I'm thinking about this one, and I have no choice because of the last performance. It wasn't great, was it? So I'm going to pick, guys, Lenny Euro for that position, guys. Lenny Euro will be picked into that position. Definitely for me, of course, guys. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, in regards to the goalkeeper, you know, I mean, it is going to be the only man, isn't it? It's going to be Onana, isn't it, guys? So Onana will be in goal, of course, guys. If I could find Onana, not even on here. There we go. So Onana will be in goal, of course, guys. No arguments there, isn't it? At the end of the day, no arguments there, guys. Onana will be in goal. In regards to the left wing back, now, guys, could that be controversial? Or should I not? Should I play the team I should, you know, that everyone is expecting or not? Look, I feel that it should be like this, guys. It should be like this. I feel it should be right. On the left wing back, it should be Imagery, in my opinion. I think that is who I would pick, guys. So you could change this, guys. I want to do this team, but I want to know your opinions on it. I want to know if you would change anything in regards to this team. Who would you pick? Who wouldn't you pick? Who would you take out? Is there any changes that you would make onto my team, of course, guys? So let me know what you think about that. On the right wing back, I'm going to go with Ahmad, guy. Not Ahmad. I'm not going with Ahmad. Excuse me. I'm going with Dalot. Sorry, guys, but it is Dalot. It will be Dalot on the right-hand wing-back, right-side wing-back, of course, guys. That is who I'm going for at the moment. I will go with Dalot because the one thing about Dalot, he's a good right wing-back. In regards to left wing-back, I don't think he's a good left wing-back. Mazraoui has played there for Bayern Munich, of course, and I think he's done very well there for Bayern Munich, in my opinion. So I'm going with Dalot right wing-back, Mazraoui left wing-back. That's who I'm going with. Guys, of course, right wing backs, defense is solid right wing back. Yep, defense is solid right wing back. Absolutely, that's what we're looking for, my friend. That's what we're looking for. In midfield, for me, it's going to be Ugarte. And to be honest with you, I can't see anyone but Ugarte playing in that midfield. And this is the team that I want, right? This is the team that I feel should play. Okay, so in the midfield will be Ugarte and Casemiro. I would keep this midfield central tight. I would have the double pivot in that midfield, guys. I would have the double pivot in that midfield. Now, people are looking at obviously the ones behind the striker. This is where it gets interesting, right, guys? So this is where it gets interesting. This is where we have to look at it and think who's going to play in the attacking third, guys? Who's going to play in the attacking third? Now, look, there's many choices we can have. Garnacho, Ahmad, you know, I mean, you can't look anyone other than Ahmad. This season, Ahmad has been a revolution. So we have to put Ahmad in there, don't we? Unless Ahmad is going to be rested. Will Ahmad be rested? I don't think so. So Ahmad would go into that right side. Now, you know, with the fact that Bruno is guaranteed a spot in this team, of course, you know what I mean? He's always guaranteed a spot, isn't he? So this is what he's going to do. He's going to put Bruno. I mean, this is only what I think will happen. This is, you know, what I think Ruben Amorim is going to do. You know, so Bruno Fernandes as captain will be in the team, in my opinion. So it will be Bruno Fernandes as the left-sided attacking midfielder. Now, I do not like Bruno in this position. I don't think he's good enough in position, especially when he has to drift wide, unless the wing-backs are pushing forward, giving him support on the wing, of course, guys. So I would do that. That's what I would do. Up front, for me, it's going to be Rasmus Højlund. I can't look at anyone other than Rasmus, guys. I cannot look at anyone other than Rasmus Højlund, guys, because he's the only one who bloody scores. He's the only one who's dangerous up there, can hold up the ball, can bring players into the team, etc., etc. So this is the team that I will pick, guys. Who would you change, if any? Would you change that lineup? I'm going to have to be convinced, guys. You're going to have to convince me about the lineup, of course. Absolutely. Delict is better now, guys. Yeah, Bruno, mad top assist and gives absolutely. Hi, Steph. Big up, Sim. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. New channel for me. Big up, Sim. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you here, mate. Please don't forget to subscribe and thank you so much. You are very welcome, my friends. You're very welcome, of course. Big up, Darkro. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, of course. Welcome to, bro. Big up to the family, Sim. Big up. Welcome to the family, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, no, not Darkro. Darko's all right. Big up, Darko, of course, guys. Absolutely, of course. Big up, crew. Big Darko, great, Stephanie. Big up, Danny B, of course. Big up yourself. Of course, guys, absolutely. Big up, Stephanie. Merry Christmas. Also the same for GK up. Big up everyone, of course, in this chat. So you will be love this channel. Thank you, Darko. You love you, brother. Thank you very much for your support. As usual, Ciao Mainu left 10 instead of Bruno. Guys, you're going to do it to me, you know. You're going to do it to me. I don't know if he's going to do that, though. You know what I mean? So let me say. So Ciao saying, like, let's get him instead, guys. So Ciao saying, let's remove Bruno from there and let's play Mainu there, guys. Personally, guys, if I'm being honest with you, I think that he should be dropped. I think that Bruno should be dropped. But you know what? Am I in a minority here? Am I in a minority here? So look, we're looking at that now. Mainu as the left-sided attacking player. That I mean, at the end of the day, so Mainu will play there. Of course, guys, Mainu will play there instead of Bruno. So would you do that, guys? GK saying left, Ahmed on the left. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's better on the left than Bruno, that's for sure. What about that? Ahmed on the right and Mainu on the left. What about that? How about that, guys? How about that? Absolutely good to see. Good to see, of course. Me and Darko go back years. Big up, Darko. Big up, Simpson. Thank you for joining me, my friend. Good to meet you, of course. Big up, of course. Hope everyone has a good Christmas. Oh, Annie, how you doing, Danny B? Good to see you. Hope you had a lovely Christmas, my friend. Hope you had a good time. Hope you kept out of trouble and everything. I hope you did. Absolutely. Yes, it's a big up. Oh, geez, big up. Sal, one of my previous comments got taken down strangely. Which one, mate? I don't take down comments. It's one thing I can't do. I can't take down comments. But can I take down comments? No, yeah, I can actually, but I haven't taken down any comments. What was the comment? Send it again, please, Jim. I don't take down comments, mate. Who has taken down a comment? Because no one in this is obviously silly enough to do that on my stream, of course, guys. I agree Bruno should have been dropped, not good enough. I agree, Chow. I agree with you, mate. I think Bruno needs to be dropped, but what I'm looking at is that Bruno won't be dropped. I mean, looking at the two, Chow in regards to Mainu and Ahmad, we're hoping for a miracle here. We're hoping for a miracle that Mainu and Ahmad will play together up there. I don't think it will look good, of course, guys. Not looking good for Man City this morning. It's not, man. Let me have a look at the scores, guys, because there are games on today. Of course, guys, let's have a look. Oh, my goodness, mate. It is still 1-1 between Everton and Manchester City. Of course, guys, it is. Of course, it is still 1-1. Of course, guys. We have to keep going. We have to, obviously, I will banter everyone. Today, everyone, so there's nothing will save us from our owner banter performance on the pitch. Look, we're not bantering at the end of the day. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people want to banter Man City. It's funny, but at the end of the day, I want to look after ourselves. Yeah, I want to banter ourselves. There's no point bantering Man City if we're going to go and lose against bloody Wolves tonight, is there? Amir will give us a win tonight because my girlfriend wants to see. Goodness me, you jokers. Big up, Amir. Big up yourself. Hope you're well. Bruno would be essential, but yeah, I mean, Bruno is essential. But you know what? Is it a little bit like Bruno plays too much? Do you think Bruno plays too much? Yes, mine also comments were deleted. Strange. That is strange. I don't delete comments, guys. So I don't know why comments are being deleted, my friends. I don't know why. Let me have a look. If I'd have a look at that, who's a moderator? So I'm gonna have to look at. I'm gonna have to look at the moderators, guys, because there are whoever's in the chat is getting deleted. Of course, guys. There we go. Elite Baller, no. Grail, no. Fan, no. Kazi, no. Stephanie, no. None of those are gonna do anything stupidness. Of course, none of them. Jim. Maybe YouTube did. I said, let's go shoot down those wolves. Otherwise, they will eat us. Wolves, it's referring to animal survival. Baby, yeah. Yeah, you know, YouTube are sensitive like that, guys. They can be a little bit sensitive in regards to that. So you got to be careful what you say in regards to YouTube. They are funny like that, of course. South Stinning girl. Oh, my goodness me. No, absolutely not, Darkro. I'm very happily married man, my friend. Absolutely. Greeks United, I did not say you took the comments down, brother. I know you don't, true person I refer to. Yeah, I mean, YouTube are a bit, they can be a little bit strict, Jim, you know, at the end of the day. Let me have a coffee. Here we go. Yeah, YouTube are a little bit strict sometimes when we're trying to be a little bit banterish, you know what I mean? They, at the end of the day, they like to do things like that at the end of the day, which is silly, of course, guys, absolutely. Works, woke tube, Danny B, exactly, woke tube, exactly. Very woke indeed. Yeah, we will win today. Wolves are sloppy in defense. I hope so, GK. Let's hope so, my friend. Let's hope so, because at the end of the day, what I don't want is us struggling today. I know that Wolves have got a new manager bounce. They've got a new manager, of course. They did do well last game, of course, guys. So that is very, very important. You know what I mean? That we have to be wary of, that they did do well, of course, guys. And that is what it is at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, everyone, because nothing will save us from our own bad performance on the pitch. That is what it's all about. Absolutely, guys. Steph is a sound. Yeah, absolutely. Big up Sim, of course. That's not done by YouTube. Do that so sensitive. Absolutely, Jim. They do. I don't know, mate. At the end of the day, you know what? It is what it is, but we got the message anyway, which is fantastic. So, Man City joined more points, so let's win and show them. Exactly, Jim. This is what it's all about, mate. It is all about Man United doing the business, of course, guys. It is Man United making a difference, of course, guys. But when I look at basically Man United, and I look at I look at last season, and we played Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's one of the most entertaining games of the season. It was indeed 4-3 to Man United, of course, guys. And as we know, Kobe Mainu got the goal in the last minute, of course, guys. If we can remember, it was a fantastic game. Of course it was. And if we remember it clearly, Man United be winning by 3-4, of course, guys. 5th minute, 2nd minute, 22nd minute, we were 2-0 up, guys. It ended up being, 3-3 in the 90th minute? And then we ended up, I think we were 3-2 up, obviously 75 minutes. And then it went 3-3 in the 95th minute. And then we went the other end of the pitch and scored again. Kobe Mainu scored and made it 4-3 to Man United, of course, at the end of the day. And that is what the great thing was about that, you know what I mean, game. You know what I mean? It was a brilliant game, brilliant moment, of course, for Manchester United. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. It's brilliant, guys. It's brilliant. At the end of the day, do you know what? I would say this, guys. Look, I don't want to banter any other team. I'm saying it like this because I don't want people to this to bite us on the backside. But this can be a difficult game, guys. This can be a strange game. Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home is always a strange game, of course, guys. That could happen, of course. But you know what? When this guy is around, Kobe Mainu last season getting us the unexpected win in the last minute, guys, was absolutely one of the memories under Ten Hag. We ain't got many good memories, but you know what? There are some good memories in regards to Eric Ten Hag. There are. That is great, of course, guys. There are some good memories in regards to that, and at the end of the day, we'll cherish that moment with Kobe Mainu, of course, scoring what the lot. I mean, we thought it was going to be a draw, didn't we? Without effing hell. This is this and that and this. And then Kobe Mainu comes out of a bit of magic. And it was at that point when people started to say, this Kobe Mainu gentleman, he's absolutely phenomenal, isn't he? And you know what? It was at that moment that we got a gem on our hands. But one thing we had to remember is that, we put a lot of pressure on players like Kobe Mainu. And you know what? We have to be careful with players like Kobe Mainu going forward because you know what? He is a great player. He is a generational. But Man United have to be careful the way they treat these players because we know we like them. We're good. We want them to do well. But we have put a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Kobe Mainu hasn't had a break since the Euros, of course, guys. He hasn't had a break since then. Do you know what I mean? And one thing we have to do is basically remember one thing is that young players will be notoriously inconsistent no matter what it is. Young players are always notoriously inconsistent, guys. So we have to obviously be patient with Kobe Mainu. He hasn't had the great start to the season. The season hasn't been good on him. But one thing we would say is that he's a great player and we just need to be patient with him. And we have to nurture him, so to speak, into the team and make sure he's integrated into the team slowly but surely, of course, guys. Of course, let's do this. Of course, guys, let me go through some of you people. Absolutely. Let's go through all these comments. GK, I wish Amarin picks exactly this squad. It's balanced fully just in case the left flank, you need a number 10 to take responsibility. You do. The problem is that Bruno playing on that left. Bruno is going to be integrated in that team no matter what, isn't he? So we know that Bruno won't be dropped despite his performances. He owes us a great performance tonight. I would love us not to drop him, to be honest with you, but I don't think it's going to happen if I'm being totally honest. Absolutely. I don't think it's going to be totally honest. Tonight, it's totally on Amarim. F these players and their mediocrity, but you, Amarim, are capable enough to get us 3 points. No excuses. Absolutely, Dark Row. No excuses tonight. We have to beat Wolverhampton Wanderers. We did say this against, obviously, Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? Especially Bournemouth was the most disappointing one for me because we beat Man City and then we had Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean? And that is what annoyed me, of course, guys, in regards to that. That annoyed me a lot, and we done the hard thing and then we ended up losing the Bournemouth game. But then again, you look at Man City today, they're not doing well, are they? What's going on with Man City? They can't even beat Everton at home. Beating Everton at home isn't for everyone, isn't it? Beating Everton at home isn't for everyone. Man United obviously defeated Everton by 4-0. So, you know what? Man City are down the pan, guys. They are absolutely. I've known Steph when she was Alicia. Big up, Steph. Big up, Steph. Big up, of course. So you mentioned before that the story, are you referring to the YouTube policy? Which one? Yeah, YouTube policy is funny, mate. To be honest with you, like there are certain things you can say, certain things you can't say. If they capture you, they could do all sorts of things to your channel and stuff. I don't know why they do sometimes, but it seems a bit strange that they would delete any of my messages because I have had worse on here, a lot worse than that. I don't understand it, but you know what it is. It is what it is, of course, guys. We'll have to just, cope. Big up. Merry Christmas, Darko. Blessed you, brother. Big up, Darko, of course. Big up, Jim, of course, guys. Big up, Jim, of course. Absolutely. She was a diehard fan of Alice. Alice is the ultimate clickbait. She is. This is Alice. Alice Talks Football is like, check out this. Oh my God, look at this. That's what she does. Oh my God, look. Oh, I can't believe this has happened. And it's basically this a normal thing that's happened at Man United. It's like the clickbait brigade, of course, guys. That is what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Absolutely. She's a lovely person. Great, big up, of course. Big up, Dark Crow. Big up, So You Legend. Thanks for cheering me up tonight, bro. Have not seen Kazimir in a long time. What's happened to him? Kazimir is okay. He's dealing with something very personal. Of course, guys, I want to expose it on here, but he's dealing with something personal. But big blessings and love to Kazi, of course, my brother. Obviously, a great person and stuff like that. Supported the channel from a long time. You know what I mean? And I'm just praying for Kazi every single day, and I hope that he's okay. And you know, as we say, make dua for Kazi and stuff like that, because obviously, yeah. When he comes on the show, Jim, you can ask him, of course, guys. You can ask him. And yeah, obviously, it's a difficult time, but I wish him all the best, of course. Thank you, dog guy. Big up, of course. Big up, I appreciate you. Big up, of course. Big up, Steph, of course. 1-1, of course, guys. Big up, Man City have dropped points. Now, Man United need to capitalize. That's what Man United need to do tonight. Man United need to capitalize on the downfall of Man City. Absolutely. That is what we should do at the end of the day. We should capitalize on them, of course, guys. Absolutely. Steph is a mod with no ego. She's a brilliant person, Steph. Absolutely. She supported this channel from the first live show we did, guys, in June. Obviously, I was doing live content before. I was one of the first, guys. Done it a long time ago. I used to do pre-recorded interviews with journalists and stuff like that, and ex-footballers and stuff like that. If you have a look at, scroll back to my old videos, it was that. And Stephanie was the first person who jumped on in regards to the live content. I was doing the Euros. I thought, let me try this live content out, and it done well, you know, and thanks to Stephanie, people like Stephanie who came on the stream and stuff like that. It was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it was brilliant. At the end of the day. This lineup will make defensively solid, no leaks are heard, but now Sal, you think on left side will number 10 can handle the offense of Bruno being timid? I agree. Ahmed has skill and pace, but he's direct. I would take that, GK. This is basically thinking what Ruben Amorim is going to do. It's not necessarily what I think I'm going to do. I know what I would do at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, what will Ruben Amorim do in this game? I mean, personally, I know he's going to play Bruno. Bruno will not be dropped. I would shave off my hair tonight, if Bruno is dropped from the Man United team. He's not going to be dropped from the Man United team. He will play, and as will Dalot. And this is the one concern that I've been having about the Portuguese influence, so to speak. You know, the Portuguese team, you know, and I want players to play based on performances, not based on like nationality and things like that. I think that's unfair, in my opinion. Jim, that's okay. So you're a champ. You are the champ, Jim. Big up the champion is in the house. Big up, Jim. Here every day, every other day. Thank you, Jim. Hope you're feeling good. Guys, I am feeling a bit temperish, but I'm okay, guys. Absolutely. It is all love, of course, guys. I will get better, of course. It is what it is. It is what it is, of course. Guys, at the end of the day, look, I'm not here. Like some people, like, you know what? It's okay to have banter. It's great. We're going to have banter. We can laugh at other teams, etc., etc. But one thing's for certain, right? When I was growing up as a Man United fan in the 90s, the late 80s and the 90s, before many of you guys were born, right, I didn't concentrate on other teams too much. I didn't, because we were winning. And it was like, don't really care about them anyway. It's about us. And it's about us doing the business, of course. And that's how I used to be back in them days. Of course, guys, it's just concentrate on ourselves, win the game, and now it's time to banter the other team. Because it was all about that for me, bantering the other team and you know, when we win our game. You know what I mean? But even then, I didn't do it because I just found it a little bit like classless in one way. I just felt like, you know what, we ain't where we want to be. We still want to win. I mean, when you banter teams, it just shows a level of immaturity, in my opinion. It's fun. It is. We do enjoy it when it happens, of course. But when we don't win, you know what I mean? And when we look, it makes us look even stupid, doesn't it? It makes us look crazy. It makes us look like, you know what absolute clowns. Look at them laughing at City, laughing at Arsenal, and we can't even get our own house in order. For goodness sake, we're 13th, guys. We need to climb up that table, and we need to climb up the table tonight, guys. That is what it's all about, guys. Absolutely. In Amorim we trust. Amir, absolutely. In Amorim we trust. Absolutely. Alice is the clickbait. The clickbait. Alice, the clickbait. That's... Oh my God, have you seen this? Oh my God, can you believe this? Manu has 2 hands and 2 feet. We have to laugh, guys. That is banter. Of course, Dad. Big up, of course, everyone. Big up. Checks in the post. There you go. And mine. Pass my prayers to love and cousin. I will do, Jimmy. Be on he was in here this morning. He was on here this morning. The legend that is Kazi, of course, guys. The legend that is Kazi. You're going to have to ask him, GK. You're going to have to ask him, my friend. You're going to have to ask. I cannot expose personal details and stuff. Big up, Sim Sim. Big up, Sim Sim. Yeah, thank you for joining me today. Of course, it is a short episode today, guys. 29 likes. Can we get to 30 likes? Because I'm doing a watch along later on tonight at 9. At what time am I doing it? What time am I doing it? 5 p.m. UK time, isn't it? Yeah, I've got to get my calculations right and stuff like that. 5 p.m. UK time, I'm doing the live watch along between Man United and Wolves. God forbid. Let's hope we win this game. It's so important that we go forward and we win this game, guys. That is what it is all about, of course, at the end of the day. Winning this game and doing it in style, guys. Can't wait for it. Absolutely. Can't wait. Danny Me, Stephanie, absolutely. Absolutely. Respect. Can you send me $1 million, please? Yeah, absolutely. Share it with me, Sim Sim. Sim Sim, you can share it with me. You know, I am available here. I am talking. Excuse me. You can put some money in my account. I'll leave it after the show in the details. There, you can do it. It's all good. I don't want, or just give me a big, fat, chunky super chat. That'd be lovely. I'm only joking, guys. I'm only joking. I'm not one of them guys. You know what I mean? Maybe I should do more of these. Then I might be on a winner if I start doing more of these. I should do that. Big up, everyone. Big up, of course. We're loving it, guys. It is the new year. The new year is coming. We're coming up to 2025, guys. 2025, absolutely. And at the end of the day, we are looking forward to the new year. And hopefully this new year brings us a lot more joy than it did in the past, of course, guys. Absolutely. That is what it's all about. Joy. Arabian Nights, big up, big up, big up. Of course, I am in the Arabian area. Of course, guys, absolutely. Big up, of course. Me, born in the 60s. I'm old school. Simpson. Bloody hell, mate. Jesus, you just blow me out the water, mate. You just blow me right out the water. I am not 60s, no. Subject to popular belief, I am obviously an 80s kid. I am an 80s kid. Where else would there be but an 80s kid? Of course, guys. I was an 80s kid. Yeah. Been supporting Man United my whole life, basically. Started in the 80s, late 80s. Of course, can we bear minimum 40 likes, people? It's free. Exactly, Stephanie. People acting like they have to pay an arm and a leg to give me a like. Come on, for crying out loud, guys. Give me a like. Blah, blah. Goodness me. If you give me a like, if I get to 50 likes, I'll give you a rap right now. I'll give you a rap on this show. I'll give you a rap. You're not going to get it, though. That's the thing, you guys. 100 watching the stream. Hit the like button, please. Thank you so much, GK. Thank you very, 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 very much for being my baddie. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Absolutely. Your kickoff will be 9:30 p.m. Yes, Jim, my kickoff will be 9:30 p.m. I'll be live 9 p.m. Middle Eastern time, 5 p.m. UK time, 4 hours ahead of the UK. So, I will be quite late. Not late, but quite late. It will be quite late, but not late, if you know what I mean. But you know what? Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the game. You know what I mean? It feels like a long time. I can see 1-1 or 2-2. Danny B, you're doing it, brother. Oh my goodness me, I wouldn't like that, mate. I wouldn't, unless we're 2-0 down, we get 2 last-minute goals or something like that, or something along those lines, then it might be okay. But you know what? I would take a win, please. Fingers crossed. A 1-0 win would do. That was it. We got to move up that table. Yo, what's going on, Bilal? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Bilal. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're looking forward to the game. Don't forget to join me tonight. I am live tonight, of course, guys. 5:30 kickoff GMT, which Grinch mean time. Absolutely, Stephanie. And I will be live at 5 p.m. Grinch mean time. Of course, guys. So that is what time I will be live, of course. Of course, absolutely. Watched the European Cup final, I said, but I can't remember it. I was only 4. I wasn't even born. Although I've seen videotapes of it, absolutely fantastic. 4-1 against Benfica, of course. I will be very critical of Amber if this lineup is weak, his subs are wrong, late or in-game management is poor. I will spade a spade and won't shy to criticize. You can criticize Dark Road. That is what football is about. You can critique. You can call out. You cannot improve without criticism. The only thing is, I would say, and I would urge, is not to overreact, because obviously this isn't Abraham's squad, is it? To be honest, we can call out mistakes. Of course we can. But obviously, I would say that this is not Amram's squad. This is Manchester. This is a whole number of managers' squad. Of course, we go back to the Van Gaal days, don't we? We go back all the way back to them days, don't we? So at the end of the day, yeah, that's one thing I'll do. Big up, Elite Baller. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're feeling good. Elite, you were feeling a bit under the weather last week. I'm starting to feel like that now. For goodness sake, what comes around goes around. Justin Timberlake and all that. What he said, absolutely. I am starting to feel like that, absolutely. But I am a Spartan, man. You may take our lives. You know what? I'm a Spartan, guys. Absolutely. Roman Empire. Absolutely. Big up. Wherever it is. Yes, I'll do your analysis post from now. Clickbait joke. Should I do that? Jim, should I do that? I'm going to do, guys, that's what I'm going to do. If Man United win today, Man United have won. You can't believe what the score was. I'll have them all round the screen like this. Have it like that. I love it all like that, guys. I'll do it like that, guys. You cannot mess around. I'm a real one, guys. I'm a real one. For the East End of London, mate. You can't do that. You can't just say that at the end of the day, these guys talk too much. I'm not privileged. You know what I mean? I do it as it is. I say it as it is. You know what I mean? All day, every day, and in between. 30 likes. Come on. Well done, guys. We got 30 likes. We're not going to get 40 because I'm not going to bust a rhyme today. Absolutely. Because you're not going to get me to 50 likes, are you? You're not going to get me to 50 likes. Oh, you spoiled people. You spoiled bitter people. I'm only joking, guys. Much love to you all. Sim, my grandson is 20. Wow. Sim, salute you, my friend. Respect the elders, of course, guys. They've seen a lot more than us. He's seen a lot more football than me. So, you know what? Always respect Sim. Of course, salute to you, my friend. Salute the respect. Of course, seen it all, been there, seen it, done it, wore the t-shirt, bought the mug, whatever it is. You know what? They've seen it all, of course, guys. So big up the respect for obviously the elder supporters, of course, from around the world, of course. I would class myself as an elder supporter, obviously, but not quite there yet. Great. Elite Baller in the house. Very Christmas about that. Big up Elite Baller. Of course, the Elite is in the house, guys. Absolutely, he's in the house. Absolutely. Big up Sal. Don't have much expectation in a few games. Kenny, let's show something for you. Let's try and believe, Kenny. Let's get our minds connecting and let's do this. Let's get the minds. Let's do this kind of, you know what, there used to be a guy called Paul McKenna on British television, right? And what he used to do, he used to hold a spoon up to the TV like this. He used to hold a spoon up TV and he goes, please concentrate, right? And the spoon would bend. Right, the spoon would bend by itself. This is what we got to do, guys. But let's not do that because he done that for England again in the semi-final of the European Championships in Euro 96, and England lost to Germany. As we know, he went on the pitch and started doing all this brain stuff, and then England, couldn't put the ball in the net. Absolutely, I think Man United need Paul McKenna, or don't. I think he lives underneath the goal at the moment. So that's a nice big up, of course. New manager bouncer walls. I hope not, Kenny. I really do hope not. Of course, guys. Absolutely. Darko is my bro. He's my bro too. He's my bro too. Big up Elite Baller, the true brother of Elite Baller. Big up Elite Baller. Of course, double pivot Elite Baller. We are the double pivot family. Of course, guys. We hope that Man United play the double pivot tonight. Of course, but I doubt it's going to happen. Absolutely. I doubt the double pivot is going to happen. Absolutely. I doubt it's going to happen, of course, guys. Absolutely. So we hurried Amarim to improve the squad, didn't we? One thing I would say about getting Ruben Amorim in halfway through the season is that he could separate the bad eggs from the good eggs. So by the start of next season, he will be much more prepared than if he started next season, if you know what I mean. So the thing is, he had half a season. He's been brought in halfway through the season. Confidence is low. He's trying to implement a formation that is unique, especially to some of these low IQ players that we have. And also, none of these players are his. So what we have to understand is that we cannot judge him so much right now. We can only judge him after the few transfer windows. And you know what? Next season, it will be 100% judged. I personally believe he's going to have a successful season. I believe that Ruben Amorim is the guy and he will get it right. Of course, guys, he will get it right. Absolutely. I believe that 120,000%. Link is in the comments. Elite, my brother. Absolutely. Let me have a look at this. Of course, let me have a look. Absolutely. Big up everyone. Of course. Love it, Sal. Brilliant. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I mean, I joke around. I am a bit of a bit of a joker when it comes to things. I don't sugarcoat things. I know loads of people like to give everyone sweet. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. It's just a laugh. We're having a laugh. It's Christmas. It's New Year. It's, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of banter. There we go. Absolutely. Sal, I heard Mark Goldby say in his stream something about Qatar is still showing interest in us. I believe there is nothing to this. They may be interested. What I would say, I spoke about this earlier today, Jim, is that Qatar have got one eye on what's going on. Now, Qatar can still come in with a bid, of course, they can, but in my opinion, it's not going to happen anytime soon. We disrespected Qatar, but the thing is, they are keeping an eye out. They are looking at it from a distance to see what's going to happen, of course. Guys, let me get my bro in. Of course. Elite Baller in the house. What's going on, brother? Long time. What's going on?
Yo, how are you, mate?
Merry Christmas, brother. I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Just enjoying the elements. You know what I mean? Trying to keep my mind off the game because I know it's going to be a bore fest, but, you know.
Oh, I don't know if it's going to be boring. It's going to be a heartache, I reckon, mate.
Yeah, a lot of anxiety and stress. That's all I need right now, to be honest with you. That's all I need. I mean, we're going to see some long balls from Bruno Fernandes, hero balls, and at the end of the day.
Do you know what, Sal? You know, against Bournemouth, do you know who had the most shots?
Bruno.
Yeah, he had 7 shots, which is the same amount as Xerxes, Hoyland, Garnacho, and Diallo combined.
See, oh man.
You see what I'm saying?
One on target.
You see what I'm saying? So that just showed you that he's trying to be the hero because he's taking as many shots as 4 players combined, mate.
And this is the thing, you know, for me, I don't want him as a captain because I think when you need him, you wouldn't want him in the trenches with you. This is what I said at the weekend. You know, when the going gets tough, he's like he's a missing person. Do you know what I mean? And you didn't see him against Bournemouth. He was gone. You know what I mean? Might as well not be on the pitch. And this is what I would say is that when the going gets tough, he's nowhere to be seen. When the going's going well, he's everywhere. And you know, he shows his face, look at me. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem I have with him. You need a player that can take you out of situations, Roy Keane-esque. Do you know what I mean? When the going's getting tough, you know what? He takes you out. He bows you out. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't see it with him. I mean, and the double pivot guy, Darko, elite baller.
Yeah,
Jesus. And the double pivot we've been talking about, ain't we, for the last few months? It seems, and you know, I mean, it's just not coming to the fore.
I don't understand what's going on, mate. It's like he doesn't want to play Casemiro, but before he came, Casemiro was our best midfielder without a shadow of a doubt. He was scoring goals, he was defending, and we miss him. It's as simple as that. I don't know what's going on, mate. Do you understand what's going on?
I don't, mate. One thing I was concerned about, and I did mention it a few months ago, is that I hope that Amaran doesn't show favoritism, and I hope that he doesn't pick players based on where they're from, you know. And it is pretty obvious that's what he's doing because Dalot and Bruno seems to be the only players that are not being dropped, you know, and that is a concern for me because Bruno's been probably one of our worst players, and everyone else, Ahmad, Garnacho, Rashford, have been dropped. Do you know what I mean? And he hasn't, and that is what's concerning me. And this starts to get me remind me of Erik ten Hag a little bit with some of his favourites. You know, I know. Look, there's even talk about Ruben Amorim assigning Portuguese scouts. You know what I mean? And just getting Portuguese players in there. Now, if I could talk to Ruben Amorim, I say, mate, if you want to save your job, if you want to be a success at this football club, no favoritism, straight down the line, not playing well, out the team, sub-captain in, simple as that. That's it. None of this business, mate. And obviously, it's starting to worry me a little bit. Obviously, I'm going to give him till next season. I'm going to see what happens, you know, and see if any of these players do eventually get dropped because obviously there's only so many stinkers you can perform every single week, which I'm seeing, you know. I mean, regardless what happens, a captain on the football pitch who's lost 3-0 to Bournemouth twice in a row at Old Trafford, right? And to be honest with you, it's disgusting. No Man United team should be losing 3-0 to Bournemouth. You know what I mean? At home. You know, no other team has lost 3-0 to Bournemouth at home. You know, yes, they're quite decent at home. Yeah, the vitality. But away from home, they're crap. They drew to West Ham. Even at home, they drew to West Ham. And to be honest with you, I think that's unacceptable. And I think the captain should take a full brunt of the responsibility, in my opinion. Well, a big, huge proportion of it anyway. I don't know what you think.
Do you remember who the vice captain is when Bruno doesn't play, mate?
Maguire, isn't it?
No, Casemiro.
Is it Casemiro still? He's the sub prefect.
Which shows me that the club knows that he's a leader. So why are we not playing one of our leaders when we need them more than ever, mate? You know, like the last 2 games, we've gone 3-0 down in a row in both of those games. And I can see it happening today, mate. I can see Wolves putting 3 past us. They did it to Leicester the other day.
Well, when you look at them individually, they got key players in that team who are very dangerous. Cunha, of course. Nuri, we know about Nuri. We want Nuri as well. They got key players in there, mate. And you know what? When you look at the way Bournemouth outplayed, people saying we played well and we should have scored. We played crap, mate. It's not.
Yeah, we did.
Come on, man. We know Man United. We've been supporting Man United a long time. We know what Man United are about. That was not any performance at the weekend, and Man United should have lost that game at the weekend. When it went to 2-0 down, if this was the 90s, Man United would be pounding that goal non-stop. Do you know what I mean? I can't even remember one clear-cut opportunity. The only opportunity I remember was Bruno before Bournemouth scored. They're the only opportunities I can remember, and he fluffed them at the end of it. But yeah, I agree with you, mate. Look, last season we won 4-3 over there. We were lucky, you know what I mean, to win that game. Obviously, mainly scored in the 97th minute, and he won us the game there. Mate, you know what? It depends how Man United start, but you know what? Ruben Amorim's got to do something, mate. I'm interested to know, mate, in regards to the wing-back positions, what would you do with the wing-back positions there?
What concerns me is that Mazraoui last 2 games, he looks burnt out. And I think that's why he's doing stupid shit like conceding penalties and stuff like that. So if you had the opportunity to, you'd rest him, but you don't because you haven't got enough cover. So I'm pretty much sure it's just going to be Mazraoui and Dalot again, mate. I've got more patience with Malacia because he's still young. He's still recovering from an injury. So I'm not even going to put too much pressure on him this season. But Dalot, it's a different story, mate. What I'm getting really annoyed with is, have you noticed, in the last game, the amount of right-footed players that are playing towards the left wing? You got Dalot and you got Bruno and then you had Garnacho. And none of these guys can cross it with their left. So it's a weak cross that comes in. And they don't really have the ability to cut in and cross with the right. So that left-hand side is just a joke right now, mate. Nothing's happening there.
Yeah, have you noticed, though, that nothing goes through the right anymore? Nothing at all.
Apart from Ahmad, that's it, mate.
Apart from Ahmad, and especially on the wing-back positions, nothing came from that side under Dalot at the weekend. And, it is a little bit concerned because Man United pride themselves on overlapping runs, supporting of the attack. Nothing like that happens anymore. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a chance. I don't know if it's a chance. So Dalot took a shot and he looked straight over to the bench against Bournemouth and he looked like a nervous, he looked like him oh crap, do you know what I mean? He looked at Ruben Amorim and stuff. And knowing that hopefully Ruben Amorim's as ruthless, as people say he is, because at the end of the day, I know that, look, people say, no, who's he going to play? There's plenty of players he can play, mate. You know what I mean? I would even go as far as to say bring Amas into that team. Do you know what I mean? I'll go as far. Do you know what I mean? I'm fed up with it. At the end of the day, what are you going to do? You think we would have lost 3-0 to Bournemouth if Amas played? It couldn't get any worse than what it did at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Might as well give him some experience. Today for me is the last straw. You know what I mean? I'm done with it. If we play like that again and I see Dalot pulling up stinkers, mate, I'm gonna throw the book at him, man. I'm tired of it. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, yes, Wolves have got a new manager bounce. They could create problems for us, but I expect Man United should be wary of that. Man United should be ready for that. And to be honest with you, that they're going to be on fire, Wolves. But you know what? Man United seem to crumble under the headlights, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? And give up too soon. I mean, Man United gave up against Bournemouth after the first goal, I felt. You know what I mean? And that was a little bit strange for me, considering it's Bournemouth. And hopefully they don't do it again. But, I'm not looking forward to it. As I said earlier today, I'm not looking forward to the game. But I hope that we do get the result and hope that we win the game, because at the moment, you know, I'm a little bit worried about this position in the league, mate.
Yeah.
We lose again, mate. You know what? Strange things have happened in football, and you know, you keep losing and losing. We're in relegation form at the moment, so you know what I mean? We'll have to wait and see, bro.
I take a draw, Sal. I would honestly take a draw, because the thing is, if we lose, that will be 3 games in a row, mate, and that's crisis for Man United. Look, City, yeah, they're in a ridiculous state. I still don't think that they're being criticised as much as they should be. I guarantee you, if we lose 3 games in a row, they won't stop talking about it, mate.
They couldn't even beat Everton today, innit? So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, we beat them 5-4. I mean, Man City, if anything, are in an incredibly dangerous position, because I think that something's gone on there. Not many people are talking about it. I think it's going to be linked very soon that something sinister has happened at that football club, because the way the results have gone down, they are actually in relegation form. You know what I mean? And you know, to be honest with you, they might not need the 115 charges. They might go down anyway on their own accord. You know what I mean? That's the thing. But absolutely, I mean, that would be hilarious if it did happen. But something has gone on at Man City. You know what? They deserve it, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I do believe they're going to be found guilty of something. Something's going to happen, and it's going to destroy the football club. I actually think they know. I think they know, and I think there's something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right, because that's the only thing that would explain them playing so shit for months and months now. You know what I mean? They go on about injuries, mate. The team that they're putting out is full of world-class stars. So I don't even want to hear that. You know what I mean? You got Vardio, cost 100 million. Come on, man. It's just,
mate, they got Haaland, they got De Bruyne, they got Bernardo Silva, they got Stones, they got, you know, obviously Akanji, they got, you know, I mean, they got obviously the goalkeeper, obviously is an excellent goalkeeper, Edison, as well. So they got him as well. I mean, come on, it's just a joke, isn't it? Let me get through some of these comments. Sim said, my nephew plays for the under-21s. Oh, the Man United under-21s. He's related to the Stone Roses, apparently. Big up the Stone Roses. Big up Sim, of course. Great. So I want United to give us a big win or any win so I can sleep easy and not get embarrassed when we lose. It's awkward feeling to hide from your friends. Don't exactly. Jim, this is why I'm saying it. This is why I tend to keep quiet these days in regards to Man City, in regards to Arsenal, Chelsea. I'm not talking, mate. I'm not talking, because at the end of the day, we got to look after ourselves, man. You know what I mean? If we can't win games, you know what I mean? Why are we bantering other teams at the end of the day? We got to look after ourselves, then I can ban. Look, I think I don't want to put any juju on Man United anymore, because I feel like, you know what I mean, something, you know, every time I banter another team, we don't win. You know what I mean? I mean, I was pretty certain we'll win against Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth, and it didn't happen, of course. It didn't materialise. Jassim, hello, Sal. Big up Sheikh Jassim, of course, the real one, honest. Big up, exactly so I ever say to you. Big up, Jim. Big up, Jim. Big up everyone in the chat today, of course. We need Eriksen number 10. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think he plays better as a number 10, of course. Big up, Yale. Let me read Yale's comment. Wolves hit their manager bounce. Newcastle we have not beaten them forever. Liverpool, that game will be something. And Arsenal. You know, this is exactly what I've been saying about the League Cup. I didn't want to lose in the League Cup, but at the same time, I look at the fixtures that we got coming up. If we got through against Tottenham, we could have quite possibly played Liverpool 3 times in January. You know what I mean? And, I mean, we're not getting anywhere near them. You know what I mean? And imagine losing 3 times to Liverpool in January, mate. It just would have been the nightmare. I might as well just pack it in. Do you know what I mean? If I get that.
I think they're going to win the league and the Champions League. I might even put a bet on it. I just think that they're the best team in the world right now. I do.
It's weird, isn't it? You know, they got a new manager in. I don't know whether it's because of Klopp. He left it, you know, in a perfect place for him to press play and keep going, or I don't know. But you know what? It just seems like they're such a well-run club. You know, the way they do things, they're well-run. What shocked me was the other day, of course, when they went down to 10 men and they still pressed. And they still looked like the only team that were going to win that game. Was it Fulham? And they looked like the only team that they were going to win that game was Liverpool. Even though they were down to 10 men from the 15th minute, they looked like they were going to win that. If that was Man United, you know what I mean? We were lucky to keep it down to 3. You know what I mean? It's mad, isn't it, bruv? I mean, we got a long way to go, man. But obviously, Ruben Amorim needs his own team in there. But he's not helping himself with the changes he made at the weekend. He absolutely threw the towel in my opinion, when he got rid of Agate. in that,
See, he did that. In my opinion, he did that because Ugarte was booked, right? So he doesn't want to get him sent off. But you've got the perfect guy to come in there with Casemiro, but he didn't. And that's the second game in a row where he's taken off Ugarte and left us with no defensive midfielder. And I don't really get that, mate. Ugarte has been our best player, I would say, in the last few weeks, and that's pretty scary because he's a defensive midfielder. So it just shows you how desperately we need him right now, mate.
Mate, at the moment, what Man United need to do is get back to basics, man.
Yeah.
Defense wins you titles at the end of the day, and we haven't got our attack sorted out. It's pretty obvious. So there's no point playing attacking football if we haven't got the attack sorted out. Man United need to think about the basics, keep it tight, don't concede goals, and we see what happens from there. We got the quality to score 1-2 goals in a game. So keep it tight. You never know what happens. At the moment, we're running before we can walk, and that's the problem at the moment. We need to make sure that defense is shored up. Ugarte and Casemiro, keep them into the midfield. Keep that solid. Keep Mazraoui on that left wing back. Proper defenders in the wing back positions. No attackers in the wing back positions, because teams will counter that, mate. Even if it's armoured, they're going to counter that, mate. And to be honest with you, and you can't play square pegs in round holes again. You know what I mean? And that's the problem that we're having at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Kenny. 115 people watching. Big up everyone who's watching, of course. Jale, man, in league, definitely, but not Champions League. Oh, goodness me. Jale said that Liverpool are going to win the league, the League Cup, FA Cup, and Champions League. My goodness me. If they do that, I'll become a monk. Absolutely. Who will stop Liverpool in the Champions League? They are undefeated. You know who's going to stop them? And it's their bogey team. Real de Madrid. You never know. Sal, in love with banter of other teams, but I do cautiously when the time is right, if we get on the winning one, absolutely. Yeah, some good friends banter and laugh, but I respect your opinion. Absolutely, mate. Look, I tend not to laugh at teams anymore because I'm just concerned about my own team. It's funny that Man City are dropping points. That's good. You know what I mean? That's great. But the back of my mind, I've always got, but we're crap. You know what I mean? I've always got that in the back of my mind. I say, we got to do better ourselves, man. I don't care about them. I just want us to do well. Because we've had so many chances to capitalize on the teams dropping points. It's been unreal. We would have been bloody third or second by now if we capitalized on some of these mishaps from the other teams. There's no point talking about them if we're not gonna do the business. Do you think?
Exactly, because the thing is, right, what happened is once we beat City, we all thought, this is it. We're going to go on a run now. And it was the total opposite. We've gone on a bad run. And it's against the so-called smaller teams. And when you start losing to them, that's when you have problems, mate. Because at the end of the day, this is the best league in the world. Anyone can beat anyone. And I don't know. I don't know where we're going to finish this season, mate. I think we have to bring in 2 or 3 bodies in January. They don't even have to be expensive, mate. Some can be free. Some can be cheap. It's not about spending 70, 80 mil anymore. It's just about getting the right players, isn't it?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Ali, I'm going to be off for the show now, but I'm going to be back for the watch along. You can, if you want to join me for that.
All right, bro.
It's going to be emotional, brother. If you're free, it's going to be emotional. Big up yourself, Ali. I'm going to wrap up the show now, guys. I'm going to have something to eat. I'm going to get prepared for the game, guys. So thank you, everyone who joined me. Big up Elite Baller, of course, guys. Man. Don't forget to follow Elite Baller or subscribe to Elite Baller on YouTube, of course, guys. Absolute brilliant content as usual. Brilliant football mind. Of course, guys, thank you everyone who's joined me today. Big up Stephanie, of course. Absolutely. Big up Jim, of course. Basics is defending, passing, tackling chances, and Bruno not taking corners. Stephanie, spot on. Cannot say it any better myself, of course. Great show, everyone. Big up Stephanie, of course. Big up everyone in the chat. Every single person. Sim, the new guy, of course, has come in. Big up, of course, Sim, you legend. Absolutely. Good to see you, mate. Take it easy and have a fabulous evening. I will see you all tonight, guys, when I watch along. 5 p.m. UK time, guys. I'm live. So don't forget to join me. Drown my sorrows. We'll enjoy it, really, won't we? We're going to do it, guys. Let's see a little bit positive. Man United to win the game 3-1. Come on. Let's go. Take it easy, guys. I'm Sal Warner. This is Chatterbox. Come on, United. Match day vibes. Let's bring it up. Take it easy.